Well, welcome back. Today is day 20 of the 21-day abundance challenge, and we're going to be talking about the universal bank and the money tree. This is like one of my favorite ones of the whole course. So today and tomorrow. But today we're going to be talking about the universal bank and the money tree. And I'm going to walk you through two different exercises. Okay. So make sure that you have some time to do this where you can like close your eyes, but if you can't close your eyes, you can just listen and you can still visualize and imagine what I'm talking about. And come back to this as often as you need to because it's really fun, okay? And this is where we're using our imagination. Imagination is one of the most powerful tools that you can use to manifest and create. And so getting comfortable with visualizing in your mind things just happening, right? Like you did when you were a kid, when you used your imagination. And honestly, the number like one and two things to do to manifest have to do with feeling how you feel about something and getting into like a good feeling place when you want to manifest something. And the other thing is this using your imagination to create and have things that you want because you're moving reality out of the way and you're moving blocks out of the way. And it allows you to have, use your imagination to have and create whatever it is you want. And in that space, you can feel what it will feel like to have it. And it, like I said, it removes the reality or the blocks out of the way. And you're not having to figure out, you're not trying to figure out the how, you're just allowing it to happen in your mind. So please use your imagination as much as you can because that will really activate your ability to manifest. So today, I want you to don't worry if you don't see anything or if it's hard for you to imagine, that's okay. It's all about just allowing yourself to have this possibility, right? Of this, that you are capable and able of having this happen. So take a minute just to, again, you can close your eyes or you can keep your eyes open. If you can't close your eyes, that's okay. But I want you to imagine that you are going to be walking into a bank. It's the universal bank. It is a bank where you can withdraw anything that you want, whatever it is. So I want you to imagine that you are going to walk up to the teller and you are going to tell her whatever it is that you want to withdraw from the bank. Anything. So take a minute to think about what do you want to ask for? And you can ask for everything that you want, okay? There's no limits here. So just take a minute and you can pause the video if you want and just ask for what you want. I'm just going to be quiet for a minute while you do that. Now, nothing is too big or too small to ask for. So you can say, you know what? I want to withdraw $1 million. You know what? I want this brand new car. You know what? I want this new house. I want my vacation home. I want to go on vacation. I want this, beautiful trip. Whatever it is. I want my soulmate. I want to, have some, musical instrument that I want to, learn, I want to know how to actually play this musical instrument, right? You can ask for anything. So use your imagination when you do this. Have fun with this. You can always come back to it. So don't feel like, oh, I can only ask for one thing and, that's it. No, you can ask for whatever you want. So just start with something that feels really good for you today. And I want you to feel, okay? So imagine she comes back and she's like, here you go. Here is the thing or the things that you want. Oh my gosh, feel what that feels like in your body. See yourself all excited, like jumping up and down and being like, yeah, wahoo. And visualize her being happy for you. And everybody at the bank is jumping up and down and they're happy for you. You can have anything that it is that you want. And what you're doing is you are activating within you, you're activating the ability to be open again to receiving, right? And you are releasing any resistance to the thing or the things that you want. And that's part of why we play this game because it really does that. It's so much fun when you let yourself think about the possibilities. And now when you leave the bank, right, go and experience whatever that is. Go drive your new car or take that money to go buy your new car and then buy your boat and then buy your dream home and go on vacation. Give your family, the dream vacation. Buy your parents something that you want to buy them. Buy your parents, your kids something. Pay off all your debts or whatever it is. But what does that feel like in your body when you do that? And that's what I want you to really work with is that feeling and being excited and staying in that energy today. And notice how things shift around you and in your life and how you feel when you do this. Now, the next thing I want you to do, this is your next action step for today. This is another visualization. And some of you may be familiar with this. This is something I've done in other courses, but this is one of my favorites. So I want you to imagine. Again, you can keep your eyes open or you can keep you can close your eyes if you have the ability to close them, but either way is fine. Just use your imagination with this. You cannot do it wrong. Okay. So imagine that you are at your home and you're going to open up the doors and you're going to go outside and you're going to go to a tree. There's a tree that's in your front yard or down the street or somewhere in your neighborhood or in your area somewhere that you really love. Okay. So you're going to visualize and imagine that there's this tree. Now, this tree is a money tree. I want you to imagine that on the branches are tons of money just hanging from the branches. And you're going to go to this tree and you're going to start pulling off money. You're like, oh my gosh, there's money growing off this tree. It could be coins. It could be, dollar bills. I usually picture dollar bills or $100 bills, right? Picture $100 bills, pulling off all these $100 bills. Okay. Stuff it down your shirt. All right. Put in your pants, put in your pockets, put it wherever you can. Okay. Now you've got so much money now that you've been pulling all this money off of this tree. You don't have any more room. So you have to go like back to the house and dump it all out. Okay. And now you're like, well, I need something to carry all this money. So you're going to go get some baskets or some buckets or whatever to carry the money. Okay. So go back, run it back outside and go to the tree and keep pulling money off of the tree. Okay. And fill all these baskets and buckets. Now go back in the house. All right. And you're going to empty all of this money in different areas of your house. Picture putting it under your mattress, put it in your closets, anywhere that there's space that you want to put this money, in drawers and, in cupboards, under the rugs, anywhere that you want to put the money in the closets, in some clothes or something, shoe boxes, down in the basement, anywhere. I want you to visualize that you keep going back to this tree and you keep pulling all this money off, okay? And you bring it into your house, even put it in your car somewhere, right? Keep filling up your cars with money, keep your whole house. And I want you just to keep doing that until you feel like you have enough, you've gotten enough. So just take a minute to imagine your whole house just being stuffed with money and it feels so abundant, right? And you just feel satiated and that makes you feel safe. So just sitting in the energy of what does that feel like for you? Just take a minute to do that. How do you feel? Having all this money, how does this make you feel? And I want you to anchor that feeling in to your body. And I want you to carry that feeling with you throughout the day. And what I want you to remember is that anytime you feel like you need more money, you can always go to that tree. That tree is always going to have a flow of money coming to it. Every time you pick one, a new one's going to grow on in its place. It's never going to be empty. And that's what the universe is. That's what the universe does. There is no lack. There is only more abundance. It's just that we perceive things to be, in a space of lack. So that's how the universe works. When you pick something right off that tree, another dollar bill or whatever grows in place of it. When you pay a bill, right, more money will come to you. When you put money out, it will come back to you. When you like I said, spend money, right? That money will come back. So you can't be, you don't want to be afraid of that flow because it's always a flow. When money comes in, be okay with spending because there will be more where that came from. That could be a mantra. There's more where that came from. There's more where that came from. Like, don't worry about that, right? So people talk about too, even writing on their checks, thank you. That's something that I will do, like on my mortgage payment or whatever. Thank you, putting a heart or a smiley face. I'm so grateful to be able to have the money to be able to pay my bills. Having that energy when you pay your bills instead of like having a negative energy when you're putting some money out. Trusting and knowing that the money will come back to you, that there's more than enough. And these two exercises today will get you in the energy of feeling like there is more than enough. I have plenty of abundance, right? Money really does grow on trees when you visualize it, but it's how you feel. And that's what's going to really shift your energy and shift your vibration. Have fun with this exercise with both of these. Please let me know how which one, you like, which one, both of them are so much fun. Like I love to do these, especially if you're feeling in a space of lack. These are ones that I really want you to work on and practice and have fun with them. And every time it might be something different that you experience when you do these. So take the time today, have fun with these, action steps, and please comment and let me know what your experiences are and, how this shows up in your reality. The other thing is like if you do these like for the next every day for for a week, when we're done with this course too, these will be great ones for you to practice. Keep doing them like every day and watch what shows up in your world. You will seriously see manifestations and you'll be like, whoa, what's happening? Watch for that because you'll do it for like a week and then you'll start to see things showing up in your life. And it doesn't have to take a week. It could be today, it could be tomorrow, it could be, in a few weeks from now. It does work. You're putting the seeds out into the universe. You're planting that and you're feeling the energy of that. So the universe has to match your vibration and your energy and how you feel about doing this, right? And what that energy was or how you felt when you were pulling all that money off and how you had the whole house filled and you felt whatever you felt, right? Safe. You felt free. You felt relief. Anchor that feeling in for today and the next day and the next day. Okay. Keep aligning with that feeling because that is what is going to help you to attract more abundance in your life. All right. I love you so much and I can't wait to see you tomorrow. Have fun with this today.